Hey, this is Alan Curtis Meisner, otherwise known as the Dragonmancer. And of course, this is the lair of the Dragonmancer. And of course, as ever with me are my lovely assistants, the tortoise, the mouse, and the eagle. Now, basically, if it looks as if they might be a little out of place or maybe switched around, it's because for at least a couple days this room was a guest room for my sister and her girlfriend. There's more on that on another show. But one of the things that's been on my mind for a couple weeks now is a scene from a movie known as Donovan's Reef. Now, basically, those of you who are much older than me by at least, I don't know, 30 years or more, you'll most likely well remember the movie Donovan's Reef, because chances are you were anywhere from 20 years old to my age at the time when it came out. John Wayne was the star. Yes, it's that old. There's also, he starred along Lee Marvin. And I believe there may have been at least one or two other movies where Lee Marvin and John Wayne starred alongside each other. Maybe see if I can put this griffin back in the proper. But one of the most significant elements of the story was that John Wayne was playing the part of a man by the name of Guns Donavan, and he was hosting a woman by the name of Amelia Dedhams, who was from Boston. They had to be a little bit incognito about three children that were Amelia's children from a woman that she married who was a local girl by the name of Manulani. Now, the girl who was in the oldest girl was actually, interesting enough, some kind of sort of named after Manulani. She went by the name Leloni. But the scene was a Christmas scene. There they are in a valley taking a palm tree that looked a lot like an evergreen tree. I guess you could say an evergreen palm tree. Here for a Christmas celebration. And what happens next is kind of a interesting scene where Leloni sings a song in the direction of the valley. And even though technically it's French Polynesia, not Hawaii, she says mahalo. But I guess perhaps the French Polynesia might have been a part of Hawaii, perhaps. I don't know. Someone who happens to be of Polynesian descent, perhaps they can post it on the comments below. In any case, Amelia Dedhams is going up to Leloni, saying to her, "Leloni, that was beautiful. What was that?" And so Leloni explains, "I was thanking the canyon goddess for our tree." And Amelia Dedhams, being from Boston, obviously in Boston, they didn't necessarily worship canyon goddesses back then. at the time. Perhaps there might be a few that worship canyon goddesses in Boston today. Maybe. I'll be the first to admit that I really don't know about that one. Sorry, I seem to be rearranging things here. Had a lot of order to restore. But anyways, being from Boston, she was taken aback, saying, "You worship canyon goddesses?" And Leloni responds, "I worship the one god, as do we all, but I respect the beliefs and customs of my ancestors." And when you really think about it, that's one of the things that I have come to believe myself. I've always believed. Here, for instance, is a variation of Thor's hammer, which I was able to purchase just long ago from the Garden of Enchantment in Old Sacramento. It is interesting enough, a wolf's head in its detail, and basically it reminds me of my ancestors from both Germany and Norway, because the same gods that were worshipped by the Vikings were also worshipped by the Germanic peoples. So like Lelani, in my case I worship the one god, but I respect the beliefs and the customs of my ancestors. And that is my message for today, is that if you worship the one God, and a good thing to do is remember that even though you may not believe in the same gods that your ancient ancestors worshipped, please respect those who do. Respect the beliefs of your ancestors, because they are as much a part of you as your current beliefs are. As ever, thank you for watching and have a nice night.